Hello, my name's Janet King and I'm the Sector Manager for Education and Childcare at NCFE. And in this short session, I'm going to introduce ways that sustainability can be shared with education and early years students and their staff to promote straightforward sustainable messages, hints and tips, as well as raising an awareness of the NCFE Sustainability Resource, a resource that is full of information, ideas and opportunities to discuss sustainability through a straightforward lens. I use the term straightforward intentionally because I think sustainability can be a term that may cause alarm, appear over-complex, and as such it can be difficult to know just where to start. This can leave settings feeling a little lost and even demotivated. Hopefully we can look now at how we can best alleviate that and take some small steps towards sustainability. I was talking to some young students recently and I was asking them about sustainability, and huge, critically important areas were identified. They talked about climate change, global warming, energy, concern for the planet, and pollution from industry and traffic. However, when asked how they thought about how they could educate the children they work with, they mostly talked about how they use cleansing materials, the e-cars that their staff might drive, how real nappies and the awareness of those is actually explained and used with parents in an early years setting. They quite understandably spoke from an adult perspective. Now, we don't underestimate this. In fact, that's how it works, isn't it? We educate to educate, and the knowledge the students had is what they've read about, what they've listened to, and how they've adapted that practice for their own more environmentally friendly approaches. So the next logical step in this educate to educate model is to consistently engage with sustainable practice in ways children will understand, laying down habits in childhood that stay with children throughout their lives. Those simple things include things like speaking about the heating, including children in conversations around turning down radiator levels and things like that, talking about nature, enjoying being outside and caring for our gardens, our plants, planting and growing simple food and being involved in the whole process from planting to composting, talking to children when using running water, thinking about commentary we can add to simple actions like turning off the lights, what we're doing and why. In this simple way, we add a story to those actions we may have simply done without explanation, incidentally and without great thought. Young children become those green ambassadors for the future, even in their own home. So our green ambassadors setting the scene for the future. So on this slide here, we can see the Sustainable Development Goals, and there's a link to a video here. So let's see if we can watch this video and bring alive those Sustainable Development Goals. Let's take a look. we find the sustainability resource that we've been talking about. And this resource has been based on these goals and designed to ignite sustainable practice when working with children and young people, and help to establish those habits of childhood we talked about earlier. If we think now about how the resource is structured, we learn more about those sustainable development goals at the beginning of the resource and some of the holistic benefits. And then the resource goes on to include a range of activities and experiences for the setting. Activities and experiences that can be shared with staff, students, parents, carers. Links are made throughout to the Early Years Foundation stage and Key Stage 1 of the National Curriculum, making this an agile educational programme to inspire learning. The resource, which can be found on our website, will also include from page 17 the absolute explanation and detail of those activities and experiences, with practical examples, powerful images and ideas and books that can be read with children to stimulate and consolidate interest. There are examples for each of the 17 development goals. So, let's get talking to children about sustainability. Let's educate to educate. I leave the last word here to some of the centres that we've shared the resource with and who also believe in sustainability and how we can develop that through straightforward practice and through staff engagement and education. So with thanks to everybody that's contributed to our resource, I hope you find it useful. Take a look. Thank you.